Well, good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to the Tigers Den here in Beardstown High School. It's a Central Illinois sports presentation of IHSA Girls Class 2A Sectional Championship action. It's the Lady Cardinals of Pleasant Plains taking on the Lady Panthers of Central-Southeastern. We've got a dandy contest coming up for you here in just about 15 minutes on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll step aside for a couple of minutes to tell you about the wonderful sponsors who help bring high school basketball to you on our platform. When we come back, we'll get you ready for this one. It's the Lady Cardinals and the Lady Panthers. Don't go anywhere. It's Central Illinois Sports.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
At Logan Agri-Service, we believe that every seed holds the promise of a thriving future. Our commitment to quality and excellence is as strong as the roots we help you grow. With decades of experience, our dedicated team understands your unique needs. From cover crops to premium seeds, we have it all. But it's not just about products, it's about partnership. We're not just sellers, we're your allies in growth, your consultants in success.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
Welcome you back here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers Bank, with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal, is here to help you with your lending and personal banking needs. Friendly service and dedicated loan officers can help you through buying a home, opening a business, or making a deposit. Member FDIC and equal housing lender for Great Rivers Bank. We've got a great crowd filing in here at Beardstown as we get ready for the Pleasant Plains Lady Cardinals taking on the Central-Southeastern Lady Panthers here in our 2A sectional championship tonight. Charlie Hull and Jack Hull joining me alongside here on the broadcast this evening. And Charlie, we were here on Tuesday night for the semifinals, and in our expert opinion, I think we might have the two best teams here tonight competing for the championship.
Well, I think so, and you know, it's a rematch. These two teams met in the postseason last year, and Camp Point Central was the victor in that one by a single point. I can't imagine that the Pleasant Plains players have forgotten about that, so I think we're in for a good one here this evening between two very, very good basketball programs, and I think that's the big thing. This is not a one-off for these teams. They are very, very good programs, very well coached.
You talk about these Pleasant Plains Lady Cardinals and Coach TJ Frazee, 269 wins and counting, I believe, in 12 seasons, along with 6 regional titles. This would be the third sectional under his direction. They won the 2020 2A state championship along with the sectional title in 2018. They have 6 sectional titles in their trophy case. They won 3 straight sectionals in 98, 99, and 2000, and part of a stretch where they won 6 straight regional championships. So the program is deep, the program has history, and this current iteration of Lady Cardinals looks to add on to that. And they've got a nice roster, Charlie. A little bit of a senior and sophomore-laden group, but one of the big names we'll talk about tonight is the big forward, the sophomore, Anna Weber, who put up double-double numbers and really kind of helped lead this Lady Cardinals team on Tuesday.
I mean, those 3 sophomores for this squad, Anna Weber, Grace Sabatka, and Bailey Leach, all played very, very well. Weber had the most points in the contest and probably impacted the game the most that night. But I think this is a team that's very versatile, very deep, and very much more than just a one-player show.
Of course, in the backcourt, you've got senior leadership in the names of Addie Frazee along with Jillian Cameron. 2 nice ball handlers, 2 pesky defenders, Charlie. And add that senior leadership in the backcourt to the length and the size that Pleasant Plains has in the front court, and that's part of what really makes them a tumultuous team to match up against.
Yeah, they're going to play in-your-face defense the entire night. going to get after it, going to put pressure. I mean, these two teams, I'm not trying to say they're a mirror image as far as size and that sort of thing, but as far as style of play, the type of basketball they like to play is very similar.
We saw this team get up and down the court the other night. They were able to slow the basketball and the pace of the game down as needed, as they were able to defeat Gillespie 51-37 on Tuesday. They won a regional title with a 59-45 win over Hillsborough and held off Pawnee 56-50 in the semifinals. We will step away for our next break here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. When we come back, we'll tell you about the Central-Southeastern Lady Panthers and their road here tonight. You're watching the IHSA Girls Postseason on Central Illinois Sports.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that, it looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
Welcome you back here to Central Illinois Sports and the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. If you're in the market for a new home loan, talk to the guys at Great Rivers Bank with locations in Barry, Pittsfield, Liberty, and Hannibal, serving the entire region and beyond. And hey, check out that online loan application tool at greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender. For the Central-Southeastern Lady Panthers, Charlie, you talked about the rich program history of the Pleasant Plains Lady Cardinals. Over 30 years, Matt Long has built quite a reputation and quite a history here for the Lady Panthers program. Just surpassed 600 wins this season. He has only had, according to the IHSA record books, 5 losing seasons in 30 years. And one of those years, he won a regional title during that time. It just seems like all they do is win at Central-Southeastern.
I was actually there that day they won that regional title. He portrays that winning in everything that he does and has helped really form a fantastic program for the Central-Southeastern Lady Panthers group. And this is a dynamic group who's overall still fairly young, really, when you take a look at their roster makeup. But for this squad, it's no doubt that it all starts with the 5'10" junior Lauren Miller.
A fantastic inside-out player, somebody who sees the floor very well in transition, someone who really is able to find space, moves well without the ball, and that's a big part of her game. She doesn't need the basketball in her hands to find an opportunity to get a nice shot. A pesky defender, as all of these Lady Panthers players are. We saw them on Tuesday night, hands constantly in the passing lane, all up in your face on defense. Constant full court pressure. It's kind of a mainstay of the Lady Panthers program, and obviously a lot of that comes back to the 5'11" junior Carly Peters, who also helps really put in a lot of effort along with Brylan Lance here in the backcourt.
Yeah, Peters didn't score much in that contest, but when it came time to make free throws when they mattered, she was there for her squad. And so, you know, it's one of those situations where you might not have the best game, but when your team needs you, you could step up. That's what Carly Peters did. And now you talked about Brylan Lance, who's a dynamic scorer in her own right. She was in a little bit of foul trouble the other day, but still in double digits offensively for the Lady Panthers.
Part of this program at Central-Southeastern is if you know your role, you do it to the best of your ability. And you saw people like Parker Krim, along with Agnes Genenbacher, even some limited minutes from Kara Stevens here on Tuesday night. These girls come in, they give it 110%, and they find their opportunity to contribute. And eventually it all adds up to what was another win here in Matt Long's belt, and an opportunity to put themselves here in the sectional championship. They defeated Staunton 56-50 on Tuesday in the sectional semifinals, beat Sacred Heart Griffin in a nail-biter 44-41 in the regional championship, and rolled past Pittsfield 51-28 to open their postseason. They had back-to-back state appearances in 2016 and 17, winning third and fourth place respectively. Before that, though, the last sectional championship came back, Charlie, it's been a while. 2007 before that. Central also has a sectional title from 1988 when Roger Brickman was at the helm of this squad. But usually, Charlie, if they get this deep, they don't lose to any old poke, run, mill team. It's somebody that's got a pedigree, and they've got a test here tonight against Pleasant Plains.
Well, and let's be real honest, Brian, if you're Central-Southeastern, and it's nothing to take away from Staunton, who I think played a very good game the other day, they're going to have to be just much sharper. And I think I read that on the Muddy River Sports article. Matt Long said, we just weren't very sharp in this game. We just didn't seem like we were very much in sync or in tune. They're going to have to be much better because this is a much better opponent in Pleasant Plains.
We will step aside and present our nation's colors through the national anthem. When we come back, it'll be the Farm and Home starting lineups. And this one, it's 2A sectional championship action on Central Illinois Sports.
Cutting down the chaos of life is a lot easier when you can find everything you need, including peace, at one place. Your local Farm and Home Supply.
Welcome you back here. It's time for the Farm and Home starting lineups from Snacks and Hoodies, Power Tools and Lawn Chairs. No other place has it all like your local Farm and Home Supply. And hey, make sure to get some snow melt and snow shovels because we're not done with winter quite yet. Starting lineups here tonight for the Central-Southeastern Lady Panthers, 28-2 record on the season. Starting at guard, a 5'9 junior. Number 1 is Carly Peters. At forward, the 5'10 junior. Number 2 is Lauren Miller. At guard, a 5'5 junior. Number 10 is Claire Houston. At guard, a 5'7 senior. Number 22 is Brylan Lance. And at the other forward, a 5'9 sophomore, number 30, Agnes Genenbacher. It's Peters, Miller, Houston, Lance, and Genenbacher for Matt Long's 28-2 Central-Southeastern Lady Panthers. On the opposite side here tonight, for TJ Frazie's 25-7 Pleasant Plains Lady Cardinals, their starting 5. At guard, a senior. Number 1 is Addie Frazie. At guard, a senior. Number 4 is Jillian Cameron. At forward, a sophomore. Number 10 is Bailey Leach. At forward, a sophomore, number 21, Anna Weber. And at guard, a sophomore, number 22, Grace Sabatka. It's Frazie, Cameron, Leach, Weber, and Sabatka for the 25-7 Pleasant Plains Lady Cardinals. Brian Shoemaker alongside with Charlie Hull. Jack Hull doing the stats for us here this evening. So glad you have chosen to join us here on Central Illinois Sports. Charlie, there's a lot of people here tonight. This is a big gym, and it's pretty well full here on the lower deck. Central-Southeastern has traveled very well with a large contingent of fans. We saw a lot of Pleasant Plains fans up. Should be a great environment tonight for this sectional championship.
Should be a lot of fun, just like it should be. And for you who couldn't make it to the gym, we're certainly glad you've chosen to spend some time with us on this Thursday evening on Central Illinois Sports. Plains will be the home team in the white uniforms, blue numbers, red accents, as Central-Southeastern wears the black jerseys with the gold numbers and blue trim. And for your play-by-play of this sectional championship, it's Brian Shoemaker.
Weber and Miller step into the center circle. Pleasant Plains wins the tip here, and we are underway. With the basketball around the top of the arc here, they work it down over to the right side. This is Sabatka back out to Weber on the left as they get it down into the baseline, into the hands of the senior Frazee. She gets a bounce pass into Weber, short corner. They get it back top of the key. Sabatka now with it over on the right wing. Trying to survey the scene, try to get the entry pass into Weber. It gets tipped away. Now it's a three ball out and out of the hands, no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Carly Peters, and here comes Central-Southeastern for their touch of the evening. Peters with the basketball, takes a few dribbles to the right, hands it off now to Miller. She had a double-double along with a few blocks here on Tuesday night. Driving in is Peters. Loses the basketball, almost stolen away, now get recovered by the Lady Panthers. Miller drives in, goes up with it, goes underneath the backboard, no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Jillian Cameron. Just underway in this one.
If that's any indication, they're going to let this thing be physical tonight, and both of these teams don't mind that.
Sabatka with the basketball, pulls back out to the volleyball line. To Weber now on the left side, drives, gets double teamed. They have to work it back out around. Now this is Bailey Leach, drives in, nice dump off to Weber, and Pleasant Plains strikes first blood here tonight. It's 2-0. Pleasant Plains on the nice basket from Anna Weber.
Good find by Bailey Leach that time. Nice job, Anna Weber. She has a really nice release, very quick, gets the ball out of her hands.
Miller back on the opposite side here for the road team tonight in Central-Southeastern in their road blacks, working it back around. This is Leach. Hands it off to Miller, surveys the scene, tries to find an opening, stops, pops from just behind the free throw line, can't find the mark at all. Diving in to get the save was Genenbacher. Now coming back in, it's Central-Southeastern again. This is Miller, kicks it out. Three ball on the way from Carly Peters off the back of the rim, and the rebound will be collected by Plains. It's stolen away now. This is Lance with it, and we're going to get a foul in the backcourt.
First foul of the contest called on Jillian Cameron, her first team first, ball out of bounds. And how about Agnes Genenbacher doing Genenbacher type of things, the dirty work to get a second chance opportunity for her squad.
Back to live action here. Central-Southeastern with the basketball, Genenbacher. A lot of nice hustle plays back on Tuesday night as well. Lance will reset the offense here for the Lady Panthers. They kick it over to Houston on the left side. Now back up to Miller. A little bit of weave and pick and roll here as the shot is up and good for Brylan Lance. We are tied up at 2, our first tie of the basketball game. Brylan Lance is somebody they need on the court, Charlie, maybe just about as much as Lauren Miller here tonight to be successful. Weber with the basketball, free throw line, shots no good. Rebound grabbed by Sabatka, and we're going to get a push off, and we're going to go the other way.
It was a late call, but I think it's the right call as Sabatka was over the back, her first, team second, and it's ball to bounce to Central-Southeastern, length of the court to go.
We saw a little bit of this extended pressure here the other night from Plains, Charlie. Now they're going to back off, and they'll let Miller take it across the time stripe as they were trying to keep the basketball out of the hands of Lance initially.
Well, I mean, what you have to understand is a lot of the offense starts through Lance and ends with Miller, so if you can kind of, cut the head off the snake, as they say, it's not a bad plan.
Lauren Miller drives in, runner with the right hand, rolls off the back of the rim, out to the front, and no good. And Weber will collect the rebound for Pleasant Plains, her first of the contest. Frazee will bring it across the time stripe. 5 minutes left to go here in our opening period. Now to Sabatka over on the left side. Set the pick. It was stolen away. Genenbacher got a hand on it again. They try that pass up court. They get it to Genenbacher, and now we're going to get a foul against Sabatka.
Grace Sabatka picks up an early second foul. Third team foul on Plains. No fouls on Central-Southeastern to this point. And into the contest for the Cardinals comes Jada Leach, the freshman.
There are several freshmen on this Pleasant Plains roster that come off the bench.
Sabatka stays in the game with those couple of fouls.
They try to get the bounce pass into Genenbacher. It wasn't kicked purposely, so we play on as it'll get picked back up by Miller, and Central-Southeastern will reset here. Peters with the basketball, takes a few dribbles. They try to think about working it to the right side. He gets closed off instead by Weber. Nice defensive job by Plains. Miller picks it up the left elbow, back to Peters. Weaves in, goes into the lane, backs up with the right hand, no good off the glass. And the rebound is going to be grabbed by Frazee, and we'll get Central-Southeastern's first foul of the evening.
This one going to go against Lauren Miller, her first, team first. Length of the court to go for Pleasant Plains in a 2-all contest on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard.
These are the opportunities here in this full court pressure, Charlie, as we get players diving for the floor. Frazee gets it, picks it back up down to Bailey Leach. Leach on the run. No numbers, but they're going to go with it anyway, and now we'll get a foul again against Central-Southeastern.
This one going to be a reach and foul from behind by Agnes Ginnenbacher, her first, team second. Out of bounds underneath their own hoop for the Pleasant Plains Lady Cardinals.
They get the basketball into Bailey Leach. Comes up, gets the pick from Weber. Tries to go back to the right as Weber rolls off to the other side. Leach driving in. Goes up against Lance. Nothing there. Nice dump off into Weber. She goes up. She'll get the finish. And the opportunity for the three-point play.
Really strong finish from Weber that time. Foul going to be called against Brylan Lance, her first, team third. And Weber to the free throw line. If you're Central-Southeastern, you have to think very, very hard about maybe not leaving her. I know you're there for the help side as she makes the free throw, but it's pretty hard to leave Weber open for a shot like that.
Our tie and lead change. It's a 5. Excuse me, we got the score on the wrong side. Give us just a second to get things fixed there.
5-2.
5-2, thank you guys. And we've got things corrected. This is Ginnenbacher with it, kicks it back out. 3-ball out of the hands of Peters. Off the front of the rim is no good. And the rebound grabbed by Jada Leach. Bailey Leach will push the pinto here for Pleasant Plains into the hands of Weber in the corner. Back into Weber, baseline drive, gets triple teamed. Runner with the right hand is no good. Peters goes high for the rebound and pulls it away from Weber. Here comes Central-Southeastern with it. Lance looking around, goes to the right side behind the back dribble. Goes up, runner with the left hand is no good. Sabaka will grab the rebound for Pleasant Plains. Her first of the game. 3:20 left to go here in our opening period. 5-2, Plains lead. Weber with a three, and it's good. Weber knocks one down from long range. She's got 8. That's all 8 of the Plains points so far.
Wow, Weber
largest
really
lead of the contest.
Yeah, Weber showing off the range that time and saying, I don't have to be under the basket the whole time, and that makes her really, really dangerous.
Let's see what Central-Southeastern has up their sleeve here in response. Ginnenbacher pops up high to the top of the key, works it to Lance on the left side. Miller trying to get through, nowhere to go there. Everything was bunched up in the middle of the lane. Miller with it, drives in, up with the right hands. Nice little scoop layup is good for Lauren Miller. She's got her first 2 of the night. It's an 8-4 lead for Pleasant Plains, and now we're going to get a toss out of bounds, and they say that'll go off the hands of Lance, as we'll show you that last basket on the Northwestern Mutual replay.
Into the contest for Central-Southeastern is Parker Krim, the 5'10 senior for the first time. 8-4 score, 2:30 to play in the first.
Krim came in the other night and really was a nice spark plug, especially defensively. A lot of hustle plays. Now we'll get a double dribble there. Nice little defense by Carly Peters to make the stumble. 3rd turnover of the contest so far against Pleasant Plains, and that's just a staple of what the Lady Panthers do, Charlie.
Pretty interesting defensively here for this Pleasant Plains squad. Leach is not leaving Lance at all. And they kind of collide there for a moment before the ball gets him out of it. But she's not leaving Lance at all. Everybody else is not afraid to switch off, including on Miller, which is an interesting strategy.
Working her basketball around the arc now as Miller has it. Cross-court pass now back into Carly Peters. Miller on the right side driving in, has to kick it back out. This is Brylan Lance trying to drive in. Nice job as Plains is able to double team in the paint. It's a kick out back to Miller. Her 3 is no good. Rebound grab for Central-Southeastern. It was Krim, and now Miller goes up. She'll get fouled and go to the free throw line.
Nice job by Krim. She was patient under there, didn't really want to go right back at it, and found the cutter in Miller, who gets rewarded with 2 free throws as Anna Weber whistled for her first foul. 4th team foul by Plains. 2:02 to play in the first. First one on the way by Miller is up and good.
We remind you tonight about Bowler's Universe in Pittsfield, Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m., 10 p.m., Fridays until midnight, and Saturdays 4 to midnight. Burgers, fries, specialty pizzas, and delicious craft beers. Come out and enjoy the fun at Bowler's Universe on the west end of Pittsfield. Second one is up and also good for Miller. We're back to a 2-point deficit here with just over 2 minutes left to go. Almost stolen away. Now it is. Houston picks it up. 4th turnover against Pleasant Plains. Lance drives in, stops and pops from about 6 feet. It's no good. High off the glass, and Weber will grab the rebound. She pushes the tempo to Bailey Leach. thought about driving in, but she had nowhere to go with that block. This is Frazee, and now we'll get a foul against Central-Southeastern.
Referee comes to the bench to let us know this is against Peters, her first and the fourth team foul. So free throws the rest of the way on the next foul by either squad. 1:46 to play in the opening period. Ball out of bounds underneath the hoop for the Lady Cardinals.
Boy, oh boy. We saw physical play Tuesday, Charlie, in just about both games, maybe being called just a hair tighter here than we saw Tuesday night as this ball gets tipped out of bounds by Lance. Pleasant Plains will inbound just in front of a very vibrant, bright blue Central-Southeastern student section. They'll inbound to Weber. Works it back down into Jada Leach. Krim tightly defending her. Now back out to Bailey Leach on the left side. This is Houston guarding her. Sabatka with the basketball, drives in, kicks it back out. Frazee, baseline drive, splits through the short corner and goes good. That's a tough take for Addie Frazee. Her first two of the night. It's a 10-6 basketball game.
Really strong takes with the defender off the dribble and finished off the window and gives her team this 4-point lead.
Houston with the basketball, gets it back up to Miller outside the arc. Now back over to Lance. Drives against the Leach. Baseline, nothing there. Nice into Krim. Kicks it back out. Houston, three ball will miss the mark entirely and be collected by Bailey Leach for Pleasant Plains. Almost lost it as she kind of slipped a little bit there coming off of the block. Less than a minute to go here in the first quarter. Leach with it. Now we're going to get a 10-second backcourt violation as Lauren Miller kept her there just long enough to get the call.
Fifth turnover by Plains and kind of some light pressure there. Really nothing too extravagant like a trap, but just not a lot of sense of urgency for the Lady Cardinals there.
50 seconds left to go here in the opening period. Trying to find Miller in the post, guarded by Weber. They'll work it back around to the top of the key. Flashing out to the right side, this is Peters. She'll get the basketball as Miller heads down to the corner. They try to find Peters' backdoor, nothing there as Weber just a little too tall to try and make that pass. Lance with the basketball. 32 seconds left to go here in our opening frame.
That's the thing about this Plains defense. You're not going to throw over the top too often.
Peters takes a look around the bench, hands it back off to Miller, who now is back near midcourt with 20 seconds left to go. Parker Krim playing around in the post for Central-Southeastern. They'll hand it back off to Peters near midcourt. 12 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter. Peters takes a few dribbles, moves to the left side, stops at the elbow, spins into the lane. Runner up with the right hand is up and good. Carly Peters finishes at the rim, and we're going to get a run of the clock here. Hits 0. Pleasant Plains 10, Central-Southeastern 8. As we'll show you that Northwestern Mutual replay as Carly Peters cuts it back to a 2-point deficit. You're watching Central-Southeastern Pleasant Plains 2A Sectional Championship live on Central Illinois Sports.
Before the TAVR, I was very active, worked out at the Kroc Center. I would say less than a week. Well, of course, Amy tells me I couldn't do squats. She even wrote it in my discharge paper. Great big, Sandy, no squats. So I did a couple.
Oh my word.
Don't tell her.
I knew she was going to, but I have the best job in the world to get to work with these patients.
Jersey's World! Jersey's World! Party time! Excellent! Party on, James! Party on, Todd!
Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, where you can find the best burgers, sandwiches, and steaks, all locally sourced from GJY Beef Company.
We love beer! We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer. Enjoy one of our many craft selections on the patio. All at Jersey's Bar and Grill, 109 East Jefferson, Camp Point, Illinois.
Pleasant Plains leading 10-8. Jack Hall has all of our shooting statistics here after the first quarter.
Central 3 of 14, 0 of 4, 2 of 3. Plains 4 of 8, 1 of 2, 1 for 1 in this tightly contested ball game.
Lady Panthers get the basketball here to begin our second quarter. There's a lob pass into Peters. She goes up over Sabatka, too high. Krim gets the offensive rebound for the Lady Panthers. They'll get a second chance here to start the second quarter. Lance goes in. Gives it now to Miller, baseline drive, stops at the block, puts it up, rolls around the rim and good. Lauren Miller knocks another one down. She's up to 6 points now. It's a tie here and a steal away from Central-Southeastern. No good as Miller couldn't finish. Diving in to save it, though, was Parker Krim. Boy, oh boy, she just hustles everywhere. Third offensive rebound of the evening already for Central-Southeastern. Miller with it on the right wing. Stops up, pops from 19-9 off the front of the iron is no good. Bailey Leach will get the rebound for Pleasant Plains, her second of the game.
Three-pointers haven't been falling for Central. If they're going to win this game, some of those will have to hit the bottom of the net.
With the basketball now is Jada Leach. Gets stolen away. Here comes Lance with it. Lance on the run against Leach. Goes up with the layup up and just rolls off the front of the rim. No good, and she'll go to the free throw line.
This foul called on Jada Leach, the freshman of the young Leach ladies. Her first and the first team foul of the second period. And Lance to the free throw line to shoot two, trying to give Central-Southeastern the lead back. What will be our second lead change of the game. First one is good.
Remind you about Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank, here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. Give Damon a call at 217-285-4404 for Great Rivers Bank. Second free throw out of the hands of Lance is also good. 12-10 our lead. Central-Southeastern with the advantage. Pleasant Plains with the basketball. First time tonight that Central-Southeastern has led in this contest. They get Leach stopped right at the midcourt line. It's going to be a jump ball. Nice job again by Agnes Ginnenbacher, the sophomore, getting in there to mix things up. And it's going to go back to Pleasant Plains.
Both of these teams, you know, you talk about the stars, and stars are stars, and you're going to have them play well. The players, though, that can play their role and do the little things right, that's the team that'll win this.
Trying to get it to Sabatka. She almost loses it. The pass was a little far out of her reach. She collects it back, and now they'll get it to Weber at midcourt. Taking a few dribbles down to the left side. Runner with the left hand on the baseline is no good. Peters will get the rebound. She's on the run for the Lady Panthers. Driving in. Gets stopped by Sabatka at the block. They'll have to reset as they get it back out to Miller. 6:17 left to go here in the second. Peters, right wing. Three ball out of the right hand. Can't find the mark. Miller came flying in for the rebound. It'll go off of her hands last, say the officials. It'll be Pleasant Plains basketball. We have not seen a ton of explosive three-point shooting here so far in this sectional tournament. And it's definitely been a rough start for both of these teams here tonight. Frazee will cross the midline. Tries to get it in. Lance diving in. Lance will get it knocked out of bounds, and we'll show you that defensive hustle play here on the Northwestern Mutual replay. And it's going to be Pleasant Plains basketball with 5:56 left to go. Lance really just a hustler as of all these Lady Panthers. Back to live action here. This is Cameron. Works it back up to Bailey Leach at the midcourt area. Calling out a little bit of motion is TJ Frazee and the Pleasant Plains staff. Pass goes up a little high, gets stolen away now as it was too high for Sabatka. 8th turnover already against Pleasant Plains. Peters with the basketball on the right wing. Gets it back up mid-court line now to the volleyball area. This is Lance with it. Miller surveying the scene. Flying out as Lance in the right wing. They get it into Peters. Kick out. Into the hands of Houston. That's a two if it goes, and it's just a two. Yes, thank you guys. Two-pointer for Houston. Toe was on the line. And it's a 14-10 basketball game. Stolen away now. They get it down into Peters. Goes up and good. Carly Peters as they get the turnover and the points. It's an Adams Fiber timeout for Pleasant Plains. We'll take it too as we show you that last basket for Central-Southeastern. On the turnover and the points, Central-Southeastern rolling at 16-10. We're back here in 1 minute.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Pleasant Plains takes the Adams Fiber timeout, providing the ultimate internet experience with Wi-Fi 6 and internet package speeds up to 1 gigabit. Visit followthefiber.net. Charlie, we were talking off air. Those are just dangerous passes for Plains to make against this defense, those long passes, as now they've racked up 9 turnovers.
And now they try a little double pass on the baseline to get it in. TJ Frazie's squad trying to be a little more creative and take better care of the basketball. Double-digit turnovers.
Sabatka with the runner. And good. Grace Sabatka stops the damage here. It's a 16-12 basketball game. Stops an 8-0 run by the Lady Panthers. Lance with the basketball, working it over to the right side now, back to Carly Peters. Flashing high, this is Houston, quickly works it down to Miller in the left corner. Peters posted up, nothing there, flashing high in the elbow is Genenbacher. Miller works instead off the pick and goes down into the block and good. Lauren Miller with 8 points on the night. It's an 18-12 lead for Central-Southeastern, tying their largest lead of the contest.
She does such a good job of getting those shoulders square, and really her shot is pure.
Almost thrown away now. As Weber gets it, stops and pops from the free throw line, and it's good. Anna Weber with 2 more. She's got 11, and it's an 18-14 game here with 4 minutes left to go in the second. The only offensive threat so far from Pleasant Plains has come out of the hands of Anna Weber. Somebody else is going to have to find some points here for the Lady Cardinals.
Yeah, but no reason to panic. You're only down 4 points if you're Pleasant Plains right now. That's not bad. This is not going to be a high-scoring contest.
Lance moves the basketball back out to the big tiger paw here at Beardstown High School as they get it into Houston in the corner. She'll take a few dribbles to the left, now kicks it into Peters. Gets double teamed at the free throw line. Nice ball movement here from Central-Southeastern. Another 2 ball out of the hands of Houston, falls short, and diving for it was Jillian Cameron, and it's going to go out of bounds, and they say this one will stay with Central-Southeastern. Pleasant Plains coaches asking for a little deeper explanation, and the officials say that's just what we saw. Miller with the basketball and the nice inbounds pass. Goes up with the right hand. Little stab shot is no good. Genenbacher tries to get it. Instead, Sabatka had her hands on it. Now we've got 3 players on the ground. It's going to be a Pleasant Plains basketball as Frazee came up with it. This is Bailey Leach. Goes in. Runner with the right hand off the back of the glass is good. Bailey Leach cuts it back down to a 2-point deficit. 18-16, her first bucket of the contest.
Nice job by Leach recognizing the Lady Cardinals had the advantage. Got the ball down the court in a hurry.
Peters on the right side. Flashing high is Miller. Genenbacher at the right elbow. Lance taking a few dribbles, trying to get into the lane. Pleasant Plains does a nice job shutting off that lane when you try to do that little 3-man weave. Houston comes in, bounce pass to Genenbacher. Quick shot up, no good. It's going to go out of bounds, and the officials say Sabatka had her hands on it last.
Shot rushed a little bit that time. Of course, when you are Genenbacher a little bit undersized compared to Sabatka and Weber, you're trying to get rid of it quickly so you don't get your shot blocked.
Miller gets the inbound. Brylan Lance with it. Nowhere to go as everyone was bunched up. Miller, 3-ball from the top of the key. That one can't find the mark either. Rebound collected by Jillian Cameron. Here comes Pleasant Plains trying to either tie or take the lead here with 2:21 left to go in the first half. Frazee up with the right hand, goes up, and she'll get fouled by Miller and head to the free throw line.
Another good job by Frazee to get to the rim as Miller picks up her second and the first team foul of the second period. And Frazee to the free throw line to shoot 2. The senior guard could tie the game up if she can make both of these free throws.
2 points already on the evening for the senior. First one is up and good. 18-17 contest. We remind you about Real Net and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield across from the airport. Real Net and Twine, your local headquarters for concrete, lawn ornament, statues, fountains, and so much more. Stop by and see them in person or call 217-285-5013 for Real Net and Twine. Both free throws go down. We are tied at 18 here late in the first half. Peters with the basketball. Krim will check back in for CSE coming up on the next dead ball. Trying to find Lance in the backdoor cut, nothing there. Instead, it's Peters for 3. In and out of the rim, went everywhere but down. Sabatka will collect the rebound for Plains, her second of the contest.
After trailing by 6, Plains has a chance to retake the advantage here.
Frazee with the basketball, spins into the lane. Runner stops, pops from about 8 feet, no good. Gets her own miss, goes back up with it and puts it back in. Addie Freeze, Pleasant Plains retakes the lead. It's 20-18, 1:36 left to go. And those are those extra hustle plays, our second lead change of the contest.
Frazee's been a good spark plug for her team, and that's what you like to see out of seniors this time of the year.
Miller's shot is no good. Weber will get the rebound for Pleasant Plains, almost throws it away. People diving on the floor again with it. Miller will come up with it for CSE. And we're going to get a ball carrying violation here. It'll be a turnover against Central-Southeastern, just their first of the contest. Parker Krim and Jada Leach will check back in as we show you that last bucket by Addie Frazee. And we'll get you back to live action as Plains inbounds. Frazee trying to work against Miller. Double teams, tosses the basketball high into the hands of Bailey Leach, now into the corner. This is Jada Leach with it. Almost throws that one away. Central-Southeastern does a really great job of making you just kind of move just about a second quicker than you want to sometimes. Flashing through was Jada Leach, nothing there. There comes Weber in the post. They get it to her instead. Nice cut through by Weber. She'll get the bucket. She's got 13, and now it's a 4-point advantage for Pleasant Plains, 22-18. Charlie, that's the same type of thing we saw Plains do, moving very well through the lane on Tuesday night.
Kind of a wheel play, and Central's defender got lost behind Weber, and Weber knows what to do with it when she gets it that deep in the paint.
Peters goes up, finishes for the rebound with the quick two, and we'll get an official stoppage here.
And Anna Weber's got blood.
While we're doing that, we'll show you that last basket here on the Northwestern Mutual replay as Peters, a strong take to the cup, goes through two defenders and able to put it in.
So Weber has to come out here just for a moment, and Plains needs a sub. They're trying to get the blood cleaned up, but they stop the game to deal with the blood. So usually you don't get a blood timeout here.
Not normally, and the Central-Southeastern fans trying to communicate. Matt Long's having some questions with the officials as well, wondering what's happening here, and now they're going to let Weber get back on the court.
I've never seen that.
We'll play on here with 32.4 left to go. Full court pressure from CSE. Weber will inbound for Plains, tries tossing it away. Frazee has to chase it down, now gets it into the hands of Cameron. They try to go in transition, gets stolen away from Peters. 12th turnover already here by Plains.
Losing the turnover battle 12-1 is Pleasant Plains, and still they have a 2-point lead.
Peters with the basketball. It'll be CSE basketball to start the third, barring a tie-up or a change of possession here in the final seconds. Both coaches barking out instructions from the sideline. Peters looks back to Matt Long. 5 seconds. Peters drives in, goes in, stops at the block, gets stolen away. Now Jillian Cameron with the pickup, and that's going to be the end of the first half. We have reached the Little Jess Motors halftime show where Pleasant Plains leads Central-Southeastern 22-20. We'll be back with halftime analysis and statistics for you. You're watching the IHSA Girls 2H Sectional Championship live on Central Illinois Sports.
Today's halftime show is brought to you by Little Jess Motor Company. Warmer weather and topless, doorless adventures are right around the corner. Stop out to Little Jess today to check out our large selection of Jeep Wranglers. We currently have 15 Wranglers in stock and many more on their way. Right now, you can drive a new 2024 Jeep Wrangler 2-door Sport for only $499 per month with absolutely zero down. Is a 4-door more your style? Drive a 2024 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport for only $599 per month with zero down. Little Jess, serving the Tri-States for 7 decades.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois. Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
Welcome you back here on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Little Jess, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Quincy, Illinois, the place to go for your next vehicle purchase. Their staff is committed to making the car buying process simple and making sure each customer's needs are satisfied. You can learn more online at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see the gang in person, 3431 Main Street in Quincy. Tell them Central Illinois Sports sent you. Jack Hall has been keeping tabs of statistics and the important numbers all through the first two quarters. He's got to look at things now.
At the end of one quarter, it was 10-8, 22-20 at halftime. Plains has turned it over 12 times. Camp Point Central-Southeastern just 2. We had 2 lead changes in the ball game, tied at 2-10 and 18. Plains led 8-2 at one time for their biggest margin. Central on the other side led 18-12. 6-point lead on each side in the early going. 2 fouls on Grace Sabaka on the Plains side, 1 on Weber, 1 on Jillian Cameron, and 1 on Jada Leach. On the Panthers side, they have 2 fouls on Lauren Miller, 1 on Carly Peters, 1 on Brylan Lance, and 1 on Agnes Ginnenbacher. 22-20 here at halftime on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime show. Shooting percentages, individual scoring, and more come your way on the halftime show after these. When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Damon Plumbing offers septic installation, drain cleaning, new water lines, remodel work for your home, or if you're planning a new build, make sure you include the Damon boys. To get it right the first time, no job too big. Have you seen Braden and Doug? Or too small? Sorry, Corby, couldn't resist. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Welcome back on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. 22-20, the Pleasant Plains Lady Cardinals lead the CSE Lady Panthers at halftime. Panthers were 8 of 28, 28.5%, 0 of 8 from the arc, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. On the Plains side, 8 of 13, so 15 less shots, but they were shooting 69.3%, 1 of 2 from the arc, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Anna Weber leads the way for Plains with 12 points. 6 points for Addie Frazee, 2 points on the night for Bailey Leach, and 2 for Grace Sabaka. On the other side for the Lady Panthers, Lauren Miller has 8, 6 for Carly Peters. Claire Houston has 2, 4 points for Braylon Lance, and that is all the scoring in the ball game. It's a 22-20 lead for Pleasant Plains Lady Cardinals over the CSE Central-Southeastern Lady Panthers here at halftime on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram halftime show right across from Quincy High School, 3431 Main Street, littlejessmotor.com. Stop by and see them, and they'll help you out with all your transportation needs. We'll take a break. Second half, play-by-play comes your way on Central Illinois Sports after these.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones financial advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
At Farmers State Bank, we believe in community, teamwork, and success. We're thrilled to announce that we've been named the best place to work in Illinois and the best community bank in America this year. Join us on this winning team where your dreams take center court at Farmers State Bank. We're a team. Discover the difference. The best place to bank, the best place to work. Because when our community wins, we all win. Where community, excellence, and opportunity come together. Farmers State Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Welcome you back here to Beardstown High School. Central Illinois sports presentation of the IHSA Class 2A Sectional Girls Championship as Pleasant Plains leads Central-Southeastern 22-20. And Charlie, we've seen a really fun contest here tonight. If Pleasant Plains can start to take care of the basketball, things might start to turn in their favor here pretty quick.
Yeah, they got to take better care of it. Central's got to make some more shots. I mean, I know it sounds easy, but that's kind of the big difference for these two teams in this game.
First shot out of the quarter comes out of the hands of Peters. It's no good. Jada Leach will run down the rebound. Now Plains wants to push quickly. This is Sabatka with on the left side. Bailey Leach gets it as she slashed through the lane. Weber runs in, gets through defenders, comes in. Nice finish for Anna Weber. She has got 15 points now in the evening. 24-20 our lead.
She's a pretty dynamic player. Scored a number of ways in this contest, and again has a good quick release.
Peters with the basketball, gets it over to Houston. She'll stop at the free throw line, works to the right block, instead has to pull it back out here. A few extra dribbles now into the hands of Miller. She goes in between two defenders, draws contact, gets no foul. Genenbacher gets the offensive rebound. She can't finish either. CSE will get a third opportunity here on this possession.
And a rare second, now a third chance even, but a rare offensive rebound in this game for either squad.
Peters with the ball. Goes in high off the glass on the runner. It's no good. Genenbacher will grab another rebound. Miller, ball fake, goes in. Now back down into Genenbacher. She loses it. They kick it back out. Peters with it. Lance will fire one up from long range. It's off the rim and no good. And Weber will get the rebound, and Pleasant Plains comes out unscathed. She's got 4.
And that's kind of Central-Southeastern shooting night in a nutshell right there. 7 or 8 shots on that end of the court, and none would fall.
Sabatka with the basketball. Slashing through is Frazee, and now she'll get fouled by Lance.
Lance will pick up her second foul, first team foul of the second half. Ball out of bounds to the Lady Cardinals, up by 4 with 6:27 to play here in the third.
Inbounding the basketball is Jada Leach. Tosses it high up into the hands of Anna Weber and hands it back out to Bailey Leach. And now Genenbacher able to get her hands on it, and they say it's going to go off the fingertips of Sabatka. It'll be a turnover, the 13th of the basketball game here against Plains. They remain with this 4-point advantage. Peters with it, works it down into Houston in the corner, taking a few dribbles. Miller had flashed high, instead goes back to the right side as Bailey Leach hits the deck. Lance will reset the offense here at the Big Tiger Paw. 6:06 left to go in our third period. Houston with the basketball. Looking around, trying to find somebody. Genenbacher goes through, nothing in and out. It's Peters now, and Frazee able to close in and cut it out. Nice play by Frazee, and we're going to get a foul going the other way.
That's just late recognition that time from Houston. She had her teammate open under the basket, and it was about a half a second too late. And now a foul in the backcourt called on Genenbacher, her second, team second.
Plains has the length of the floor to go, facing full court pressure here from the Lady Panthers. Weber will get the inbound pass. Now they get it back over into Addie Frazee. Weber with it. Takes one dribble. Now a dangerous toss, and it gets tossed away by Lance. And Charlie, those are the passes that Central-Southeastern continues to make really tough for Pleasant Plains.
Yeah, we've seen some turnovers on passes very similar to that. Luckily for Plains, this one just harmlessly gets batted out of bounds, and they maintain.
Central led 18-12 at one time in this contest, and now we're going to get a 5-second call and go the other way as Bailey Leach had nowhere to go. Turnover number 14. Since then, it has been a 12-4 run for the Lady Cardinals.
I had a dream maybe the 5-second call had gone away. That might be the first one I've seen this year.
They have been few and far between. Lance with the basketball, guarded by Bailey Leach. Picks up the dribble, has to find a safety net. Lauren Miller comes to get it. Miller will drive in, stops at the free throw line. Shot gets a little short, might have been partially blocked, but we're going to get a foul again against Central-Southeastern and go the other way.
It's going to go against Genenbacher, her third, and the team third. Length of the court to go here for Pleasant Plains as Krim is back in. Genenbacher will head to the bench.
Jada Leach will inbound. Weber gets it as they play a little give and go here. Another toss to Bailey Leach. They get in transition to Sabatka. Gets stolen away, though, by Claire Houston. Turnover number 15 on the night here for Pleasant Plains. 5 minutes left to go in our third period. This is Peters with it. Kicks it back out to Houston. They work it around the arc, top of the key with Lauren Miller. She's guarded by Anna Weber. Miller drives in, bounce pass into Krim. She's got nowhere to go. They kick it back out to Peters, to Houston. Over to the right side now is Brylan Lance, and she'll reset the offense. Krim comes up for the pick on the left side. Houston with it, drives into the lane, nothing there. Guarded now by Jada Leach. She'll pick up the dribble. Runner comes out of the hands of Peters, no good. And Krim will get another offensive rebound. Miller, baseline jumper is up and good. Lauren Miller knocks it down. 10 for Miller. It's a 24-22 basketball game here midway through the third. 7 offensive boards on the night so far for Central-Southeastern. Bailey Leach with it. Kicks it down into the corner. This is to Jada Leach. Drives in. Baseline jumper for Leach is no good. It's a fight for the loose ball rebound. Weber able to tip it back out. Bailey Leach with the 3, and it's good. Pleasant Plains makes them pay. Bailey Leach knocks it down from long range. She's got 5. The lead is 5. Pleasant Plains 27, Central-Southeastern 22. Miller with the basketball. CSE needs an answer. She drives in, goes against double coverage, kicks it back out to Houston. Now back out to Lance. She'll drive in with the left hand. Spin move into double coverage as she found Anna Weber. Miller's 3 ball from the corner is up and good. Lauren Miller knocks it down. A big answer from Miller. 13 points on the night for number 2. And it's a 27-25 basketball game. Charlie, things starting to heat up here a little bit in the third.
Yeah, you're seeing back-to-back three-pointers fall for these two teams, and that's been a rarity in this contest.
Sabatka has the basketball. Bailey Leach works it over now to Jada Leach on the right side, guarded by Krim. Trying to find somebody to get rid of it, too. This is Weber. Gets an opening on the baseline. Kick out, pass into Bailey Leach is no good. Nice block out by the hands of Houston, and now we'll get a foul against Anna Weber.
Weber picks up her second, just the first team foul of this third period by the Lady Cardinals.
We don't give you just the offensive highlights. Here's a defensive one, too, as the block out from Houston able to draw that foul call. Central-Southeastern trailing by just 2 now. And we're going to get a timeout from Matt Long. It's an Adams Fiber timeout for reliable, worry-free internet that doesn't buffer and can handle whatever life throws at you. Adams Fiber is local and provides the ultimate internet experience. Visit followthefiber.net. We're right back here on Central Illinois Sports.
I love training. I like to help people improve on their tasks. That food has been providing everything for me. They just treat you so well. When my life needed an opportunity, I chose that.
Matt Long takes our Adams Fiber timeout. Just the first of the contest taken by CSE. Pleasant Plains has also only taken one in the game. And Charlie, offense starting to heat up a little bit, just matching the defensive efforts here. We might be in for a last fun 11 minutes of basketball here tonight.
Yeah, it's really never gotten too far apart either way, and don't expect it to here in the last quarter and some change. And that was a traveling call out front as Peters shoveled the feet, and not what you wanted to see if you're Central-Southeastern out of the timeout here.
Fourth turnover of the basketball game now against Central-Southeastern. 2:54 left to go here. 15 still on the other side from Pleasant Plains. Bailey Leach. The sophomore takes it across, and sorry there, Charlie. Now they get it to Sabatka. Almost loses the basketball as Miller got a hand on it. She'll pick it back up, tries to drive to the left side. This is Frazee. 3 ball is short. Frazee will chase down the rebound. She's on the ground for it. We'll see who the officials say it goes out of bounds on. And they say it's going to go out the hands of Miller. It'll go back to Pleasant Plains. 2:32 left to go.
These two teams really scrapping for it, Brian. Everybody, after that loose ball type of play, you see bodies flying after it. Both of them want this victory.
Weber has 14 for Pleasant Plains. On the opposite side, Miller has 13, and now we're going to get a foul against CSE.
Foul going to be called against Lance, and this is her third and the team fourth. So 2 players with 3 fouls. Ginnenbacher already on the bench. Lance will stay in the game.
Plains will be in the bonus for the remainder of the 2:30 left here in this quarter. Sabatka with it on the right side. Slashing through is Weber. Tough pass. Weber gets it, goes up, had contact, doesn't get the foul call. And Lance will come down with the rebound for CSE. Miller, baseline drive, stops at the block, gets double teamed, has to get rid of it. And Leach will get her hands on it last. A really tough take on that last play by Anna Weber, Charlie, able to collect and still get the shot up.
Yeah, she's kind of falling away that time, but she was trying to go away from that contact a bit, and that's why that one wouldn't fall through for Weber.
Slashing through is Peters, picks it up at the free throw line. This is Miller with it. She'll take one from long range. Can't connect there, and Parker Krim hustles for another offensive rebound for CSE. Her third of the contest. Third offensive rebound for Parker Krim. Lance over to Miller. Houston flashes out on the left side. Now here comes Peters off the pick. They'll get it back down to Houston, trying to find Lance. She'll get it. Bailey Leach has been on her like glue all night long. Lance picks up the dribble 30 feet away, has to get it into the hands now of Carly Peters. Flashing down as Peters on the baseline, nothing there. They get it to Miller, free throw line instead. Now back out to Peters. Her 3 is good. Carly Peters with the 3. Central-Southeastern has reclaimed a 28-27 lead, and now we've got a turnover heading the other way.
Yeah, inbounds pass just thrown too wide for the guard that time, and Central, after the big 3, gets the ball right back and a little momentum headed their direction with 1:19 to play in the third.
Third lead change of the contest here. It has been tight going through this one. This is Miller. Goes up. No shot. Sabatka will get the foul. Now here comes Krim. Krim gets the steal. And the layup. Parker Krim extends the lead. It's 30-27, and the officials will get things stopped here to get the basketball reset, as we'll show you that real quick on the Northwestern Mutual replay.
How about the larceny and the layup here by Parker Krim? She's doing so many things well for this squad off the bench once again tonight.
Pleasant Plains trying to find a quick answer here as Central-Southeastern has the biggest spark they've had all night. 30-27 the lead. Lady Cardinals with the basketball, less than a minute to go here in the third. Leach will come get the basketball at midcourt. Frazee on the baseline. Weber steps out to the wing, loses the handle just for a minute, now picks it back up. This is Frazee, baseline drive, splits two defenders, draws the foul, and Frazee will go to the free throw line.
Krim will be called for the foul, her first team fifth, and we'll see Frazee at the free throw line to shoot two. She's to the stripe where she's 2 for 2 in the contest, has 6 points. 30-27, the CSE lead with 45.7 seconds to play in the third, and the first by Frazee is good.
Remind you about the Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield. Check out the Friday meals at Moose Lodge 420. New specials each week. The food is hot, the drinks are cold at Moose Lodge 420. Tell them Big Merle and Rick sent you. Second one, out of the hands, rolls around the rim, and good. We are back to a 30-29 basketball game.
Well, we haven't been here, but it is a one-point game.
It is a one-point game. We just got here. Glad you're here watching on Central Illinois Sports. Central-Southeastern pulls it out. It'll be Plains basketball to start the fourth, barring a tie-up or a change of possession here in the last few seconds.
Central's had the ball at the end of every quarter so far. They've executed 1 out of 2, which isn't a bad percentage.
This is Peters with the basketball. Now gets the officials' count and hands it back off into the hands of Lauren Miller. 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7. Miller dribbles, drives in baseline, goes underneath the basket, goes up with the right hand, no good. It's Krim with the rebound. Krim with a second offensive rebound and a putback, and that's going to end our third quarter. It's Central-Southeastern 32, Pleasant Plains 29, as Parker Krim gets 2 offensive rebounds and putbacks to help spark the Lady Panthers back to a lead. You're watching fourth quarter play-by-play coming up in 1 minute on Central Illinois Sports.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card. Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout Central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005, or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
Well, Parker Krim has helped spark Central-Southeastern back to a quick 3-point lead here. A couple of offensive rebounds and putbacks, Charlie, and those are the type of plays you need off of the bench and secondary players here to win something like a sectional championship.
Yeah, she's been a spark in this game, has staked her team to a 3-point lead to start this final quarter.
With the basketball now, this is Addie Frazee in the corner for Pleasant Plains. She'll try a baseline drive, goes into Krim, and now we're going to get a foul on the baseline against the Lady Panthers.
I think this is going to be called on Houston with a hand check here, and it will be Houston with the foul. It is her first, and the first foul of the fourth quarter.
Plains works the basketball into the hands of Bailey Leach, almost stripped away as Houston was diving in for it. Now this is Sabatka on the right side, trying to get it back into Cameron. Cameron stops up high off the glass, no good. Anna Weber with the rebound. She'll go up with the right hand and good. Anna Weber with the big answer. 16 on the night for Anna Weber, and it's a 32-31 basketball game.
We've talked a lot about Weber on both ends on the court. One of the things you can forget from time to time is she's just a sophomore.
Tough youth on this team for Pleasant Plains as they get it on a nice backdoor cut to Peters. Can't finish, though, and Weber will collect the rebound.
Really good pass that time. Got to finish those shots if you're Central-Southeastern.
Plains with an opportunity to tie or take the lead here. This is Bailey Leach. Drives in, gets double-teamed by Miller. Stolen away now as Miller got a hand on it. 18th turnover of the night for Pleasant Plains. Still just a one-point basketball game. Miller drives in, kicks it out, 3 ball all the way from Carly Peters off the side of the rim, and now another offensive rebound for CSE, and we'll get a foul against Frazee.
Frazie's first, team first, and you can really tell one of the things Central has done much better in the second half is attack that offensive glass. A lot more second chance opportunities for this Lady Panther squad.
10 offensive rebounds in the night here for the Lady Panthers as the inbound pass comes into Miller near the volleyball line. She'll back things up and get the hands into the ball handler. That's Brylan Lance. Leach already has 3 fouls on the night here. Bailey Leach for for Pleasant Plains. Now they get it into Krim off a nice pass from Miller, and Parker Krim will go to the free throw line.
Sabatka will pick up the foul. That is her third. She picked up 2 really early and has done a nice job to stay on the court and not pick up the 3rd foul until this point. Second team foul, and Krim to the free throw line where her first is no good.
Krim's first is no good, and while that happens, we remind you about Pike County Concrete. When you need concrete for your next job, give Pike County Concrete a call, 217-285-5548. Locations in Pittsfield and Jacksonville. Both free throws no good. Weber grabs another rebound for the Lady Cardinals. 6:26 left to go in regulation. Bailey Leach with the basketball guarded out by Houston. She'll work it back to the top, meets a double team now into the hands of Cameron. Back into Leach as Krim got another hand on that one. Cameron with it on the left wing, trying to find somebody to get rid of it to. This is Bailey Leach. Stops from about 15. Shots no good. High off the backboard. Fight for the loose ball rebound. Lauren Miller will get it for CSE. And now we're going to get another Adams Fiber timeout from Matt Long and Central Southeastern. We'll take it too. We're right back here in 30 seconds on Central Illinois Sports.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Central Southeastern takes the Adams Fiber timeout. For top-notch local computer sales and repair services, Adams Experts is your go-to. And we're going to go to a foul call here real quick against Pleasant Plains Lady Cardinals.
Foul on Leach. Bailey Leach is first and the team third.
Central Southeastern with the basketball. They lead by 1, less than 6 minutes left to go. Krim with the basketball has had a fantastic game here for the team in black. Peters, 3-ball. Short, Weber with the rebound. Lady Cardinals on the run, 3-on-3 here. Leach with it, back out to Weber on the right wing. Cross-court pass, dangerous one into Sabatka. She's got it, finds Weber on the dangerous pass again. Central Southeastern does not make this easy as the shot is up and good for Jada Leach. That's a lead change.
Give Weber a lot of credit.
Give her a lot of credit.
Yeah, she made a really nice catch and a really good find to her open teammate and puts Plains back on top. 33-32 the score with 5:13 to play in this contest.
Miller drives in. One-handed pass out to Houston. That's a 2 if it goes. It's no good. Krim gets another offensive rebound, but she throws this one away. Addie Frazee with a steal for Pleasant Plains. They've got the lead, 5 minutes left to go. Bailey Leach with the basketball at the volleyball line, almost stolen away again as Weber gets her hands on it. Frazee drives in, gets stopped at the short corner, and now we'll get a timeout. An Adams Fiber timeout taken by TJ Frazee and Pleasant Plains. We'll take it too. Don't go anywhere. We're right back here in 30 seconds.
Go team, go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Pleasant Plains takes the Adams Fiber timeout. Reliable, worry-free internet that doesn't buffer and can handle whatever life throws at you. Adams Fiber is local and provides the ultimate internet experience available. Visit followthefiber.net to learn more. Each team has 3 timeouts left at their disposal here tonight. And Pleasant Plains has the basketball. This is Leach with it into the hands of Weber. Ball fake into the left side. Bailey Leach, long range is no good. Skying high for the rebound is Frazee. Bounce pass into Sabatka, goes up off the glass and good. Frazee gets the dime. Sabatka gets the deuce. Pleasant Plains now with a 35-32 lead.
What a play by Frazee there. Seniors, as we said, are a little different when it comes to crunch time, and she was a difference maker for her team.
And now we're going to get a foul going the other way, as it's going to be an offensive foul against Genenbacher.
Just like Genenbacher didn't get set on the screen, so her fourth and the second team foul. 7th turnover by Central-Southeastern. Plains the 3-point lead in the basketball. 4:16 to play in the fourth.
Chasing the basketball down is Frazee off the inbounds pass. She'll be able to collect now and easily get it across the time stripe, although she's met by Lauren Miller. Sabatka back up to Bailey Leach. Works it around to Jada. Inbound pass into Weber, tipped away by Peters. They kick it back out. Frazee with it. Central-Southeastern is everywhere on the floor defensively right now. Sabatka, baseline drive, goes in. Kick out pass on the baseline. This is Frazee. Rolls over the top of the rim, no good. Sabatka comes flying in, and we're going to get a foul again. And if that's Genenbacher, I believe that might be her exit from the contest.
And it is her 5th. So Agnes Genenbacher, the sophomore, fouls out with 3:49 to play. Her team trailing 35-32.
Krim will check back in for the Lady Panthers. Bailey Leach with it. Works off the pick from Weber. Almost stolen away. Now it is Miller with it. Miller, steal. Goes up against Leach. High off the glass and good. Larceny in the layup for Lauren Miller. 15 on the night. 35-34. 3:35 left to go in this one. Here comes Bailey Leach on the run. Kicks it into Sabatka. That's a 2 if it goes. It's over the rim and misses everything. And Houston will get the rebound for the Lady Panthers. Maybe a little bit of a too quick of a shot, Charlie, there. You maybe could have had an opportunity to slow it down. Miller will get the basketball with Central-Southeastern content to slow things down. And we saw this on Tuesday night, Charlie. At a certain point, they really just want to milk the clock and make sure they make the most out of every possession. Lance will get the basketball in midcourt. Miller claps a couple of times. She wants it. Now she gets it. Guarded out by Anna Weber. What a fun matchup that's been all night. Peters dribbles into trouble. Gets it back out. 3 ball out of the hands of Lauren Miller is no good. Krim fighting in for the rebound. Everybody diving on the deck, and Krim gets her hands on it. And it's going to be a jump ball and go the way of Central-Southeastern on the big hustle play from Parker Krim. We'll show it to you on the Northwestern Mutual replay. These are the little things that Central-Southeastern has done all night to stay in this ball game. Houston will inbound for CSE. They get the basketball into the hands of Lauren Miller. Surveys the scene, now gets it into Houston in the corner. 2:35 left to go. Lance comes up to get it now into the hands of Peters. She directs traffic a little bit and sends Houston over to the right side. Here comes Miller off the double pick. Nothing there. Now coming through is Krim. Pleasant Plains wanted a foul on the contact. Here comes Miller on the 3, and it's good. Lauren Miller makes him pay. Central-Southeastern takes the lead, and we're going to get another Adams Fiber timeout. Taken by Central-Southeastern. We'll show you Lauren Miller doing Lauren Miller things and helping the Lady Panthers regain the lead. You're watching 2A sectional championship action on Central Illinois Sports.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
We get you back to live action after the Adams Fiber timeout taken by Central-Southeastern. They are down to 2 left here in the contest. With the basketballs, Bailey Leach into the hands of Weber. Long 2-pointer from the baseline is no good. And getting the rebound and hitting the deck was Lauren Miller.
Back-to-back quick shots by Pleasant Plains, and only down by 2 points. You don't have to force things here. Central has been very patient the last couple of times down the court and have gotten some good looks.
Houston with the basketball down into the corner. Dangerous passes. Weber almost got a hand in on it again. Just over 90 seconds left to go in regulation, and we'll get a foul against Frazee.
That's not a bad foul. It's her second and the team fourth. Not bad to get to that 4-foul mark at this point if you're playing, just in case you have to put your opponent at the free throw line down the stretch.
If it gets to free throws for Central-Southeastern, Carly Peters was 5 for 6, most of those in the late going here of the contest on Tuesday night. Double teamed is Lance, and now Long and the Lady Panthers will take the timeout. It's a 1-minute timeout for Adams Fiber. We'll take it too. Don't go anywhere for the finish of this one. We're right back in 60 seconds.
Before the TAVR, I was very active, worked out at the Croc Center. I would say less than a week. Well, of course, Amy tells me I couldn't do squats. She even wrote it in my discharge paper. Great big, Sandy, no squats. So I did a couple.
Oh my word.
Don't tell her.
I knew she was going to, but I have the best job in the world to get to work with these patients.
I love training. I like to help people improve on their tasks. That food has been providing everything for me. They just treat you so well. When my life needed an opportunity, I chose that.
Central-Southeastern takes the Adams Fiber timeout. For top-notch local computer sales service and repairs, Adams Experts is your go-to when your computer goes down. 217-214-3423. Central-Southeastern down to just one timeout here, Charlie, with 1 minute and a half to go. And you just said it, you got to watch these inbounds passes here. Dangerous passes being thrown by both teams all night long.
Yeah, this inbounds pass needs to go into the backcourt.
They get it into Miller. Dangerous pass again. Both teams just defensively on these inbounds passes have made things tough. Plains wanted a little bit of a push-off on Peters, didn't get it. Now Lance is trapped triple team. It's going to be a jump ball, and we're going to go to the way of Pleasant Plains.
Just bad spot after bad spot of getting the basketball, the places where you're trapped by that half court and sideline here for Central. Plains with a good job of recognizing that, getting two defenders on the ball and forcing the turnover.
Sabatka with it now, tries to get it inbound to Frazee. Another dangerous pass and a turnover for Plains. 20th on the night as Houston came up with it. 1:10 left to go. Peters with it down court. Goes in and she'll get bumped by Jada Leach, and it'll be an out of bounds. It should be the 5th of the quarter, though, against Plains.
Yeah, we'll see 2 free throws here as Jada Leach called for her second, team 5th, and Peters to the free throw line to shoot 2. Carly Peters, the 5'9" junior, heads to the stripe. She's 2 for 2 on the evening, and with 1:07 to play in this contest, her team has a 2-point lead. First one on the way by Peters is good. We're giving bad information. That's her first free throw of the game, but she does have 10 points, and TJ Frazee wants the Adams Network timeout. For fast, reliable internet that won't buffer, including when you're trying to watch the final, minute 7 of the sectional championship game, it's Adams Fiber. Visit followthefiber.net.
Press Yours on You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours on You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours on You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Plains took the timeout. Peters will be back at the free throw line for the second of the 2-shot foul. She made the first. Could make it a 2-possession game and will. (39-35) with 1:03 to play in regulation.
With the basketball now, this is Frazee. Down into the corner, Bailey Leach with it. Less than a minute to go in regulation. What a fun one this has been. Leach almost loses the basketball, tipped away by Lance. This is Weber, drives baseline, and now we're going to get a blocking call against Lance.
Lance picks up her 4th and the team 4th. Ball out of bounds on the baseline for Plains. Down by 4. You have to be in a hurry, but not rushed here if you're Pleasant Plains.
Weber with the basketball, runner with the right hand, rolls around the rim and good. And Frazee will take the quick timeout for Plains. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. We'll take it too. We'll show you that last shot by the fantastic Anna Weber as she's kept her team in it. It's 39-37. Don't go anywhere. We've got the finish coming up here in 30 seconds.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food, feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that, it looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Pleasant Plains takes the timeout. They are down to 1. Central-Southeastern's down to 1. This was a 1-point basketball game last year. We have expected nothing and gotten nothing less than the same thing here tonight. Central-Southeastern trying to inbound. Miller almost pushed to the ground, and now it's going to be a jump ball, and will head the way of the Lady Panthers one more time.
Possession arrow saves Camp Point Central, but Plains doing a terrific job of denying the basketball right now.
Miller will inbound into Lance. A lot of physical contact here. Last 40 seconds to go. Peters almost maybe took the extra steps. Pleasant Plains wanted it, and now we're going to get a foul.
Number 2, Jada Leach.
For Jada Leach, it'll be her third. Lauren Miller will step to the free throw line here. 22 of 2, 18 points on the night, 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. Officials.
Now we got a little heated discussion between TJ Frazee and Matt Long on the sideline. No love lost there.
First one out of the hands of Miller is up and good. 37-40. And now Pleasant Plains will take their final time out of the contest. We will take it too. Don't go anywhere. We're right back here in 30 seconds for the finish on Central Illinois Sports. Pleasant Plains takes their final timeout of the contest here. And Charlie, that's a dangerous timeout to take, more or less, because you don't have any more opportunities here to easily stop the clock, and you might need one more.
Well, you can with a foul, of course, but the big thing is Central still has one more free throw here. Could make it a 2-possession game with just 32.9 seconds remaining in regulation.
Who else would you want at the line besides Lauren Miller tonight if you're a CSE fan? The junior eyes it up. Second one is in and out of the rim, no good. Sabatka will get the rebound. Here we go with 30 seconds. 3-point basketball game. Bailey Leach crosses the time stripe over to the left side now, into the hands of Frazee. We'll expect to see Weber at some point flash out to get the basketball. Now she does. Baseline drive against Miller, gets closed off. 16 seconds, and now we'll get
a foul.
A foul. No, they tried to call a timeout. They're out of timeouts.
Oh, my goodness.
Pleasant Plains apparently tried to take a timeout. They are conversing
They're out of
here.
Timeouts. They're out of timeouts.
Oh, my.
And they tried to call a timeout.
We have 17.4 left. They are conversing whether they have a timeout remaining, and he says, because the assistant was out during the break, Charlie, we saw him, and they were trying to talk putting up a 1. We thought that meant if they could run the baseline or not. And they are still taking a look here.
The official book is kept here by the host, and we're going to get a technical foul here, and this is huge.
They are claiming on their book that they do still have a timeout. We can see them talking down here. We're just a few rows behind the scorers table here. The crew here at Beardstown has done a great job all week running and hosting this tournament. And now we're going to get a technical foul issued against Pleasant Plains as there is some confusion. And now Peters is going to go to the free throw line. What a critical situation here.
So Plains had the basketball. They tried to call a timeout, didn't have one. with 17.4 seconds left, and Peters will shoot 2 shots now, and Central-Southeastern will get the basketball. This is huge.
They're going to go take a quick second here as Matt Long going to take a timeout, and it looks like he just might. We will take a quick 30-second break. Don't go anywhere. We've got the finish here real quick on Central Illinois Sports.
At Logan Agri-Service, we believe that every seed holds the promise of a thriving future. Our commitment to quality and excellence is as strong as the roots we help you grow. With decades of experience, our dedicated team understands your unique needs. From cover crops to premium seeds, we have it all. But it's not just about products, it's about partnership. We're not just sellers, we're your allies in growth, your consultants in success.
Coming back out of the Adams Fiber timeout, where Matt Long and the Central-Southeastern Panthers have taken their final timeout of the evening as well. Lauren Miller steps to the free throw line here for technical foul shots after Pleasant Plains tried to take a timeout and didn't have any left in the book. First one out of the hands of Miller. Rolls around the rim and is no good. Still can get a second one here. Excuse me, it's Peters. Thank you. 2 for 3 from the night now, and the second one eyes up. It's good. That makes it a 2-possession basketball game, and Central-Southeastern is going to get the ball back.
And Plains is out of timeouts, by the way.
Central still needs to inbound here. They'll get it into Miller, and she'll quickly get bumped by Anna Weber and head back for 2 more tries.
If she can make both of these, it's a 2-possession game, but 6 points. Very tough to make up in 16.6 seconds with no timeouts. And Miller having another fantastic contest, looking for 20 with either one of these makes. First one on the way is no good.
No substitutions in here on either side as the junior will eye up the second attempt here. Winner goes to Vandalia and the Super Sectional coming up on Monday. Second one. Off the front of the rim, Weber will collect the rebound. 15 seconds left to go. Plains has got to go, go, go. Picks up the dribble on the wing, gets it into Bailey Leach. 10 seconds left. She fires up one a little off balance off the right side of the rim. Weber gets the offensive rebound, can't finish. Gets a third try, still can't get it. And Miller comes down with the rebound. 0.8 of a second left, and we're going to get a foul. And Central-Southeastern boys, I believe, is going to win the ball game.
We're going to do have a foul. Leach called for the foul with 0.8 of a second left. It's going to be another tight win in this series for the Central-Southeastern Lady Panthers, and they'll play in the Super Sectional at Vandalia next week.
Some big efforts here tonight from all players in the black jerseys tonight. First free throw rolls around for Miller, and it's good. She's got 20. It's 42-37. You think about the efforts of Parker Krim, Agnes Ginnenbacher, and more, Charlie, and it all adds up to what's going to be a sectional championship here for the Lady Panthers.
Made them both. Plains will inbound, heave it to the other end. Good, it had fallen, it does not fall, and Central takes home the sectional crown.
43-37, our final score. We have reached the Blessing Health System post-game show after a heck of a contest. The teams exchange pleasantries here in the handshake line. We will come back in 45 seconds with post-game stats and more. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Central Illinois Sports.
Okay, everyone, let's do this. How about you?
What are your thoughts on today's patient care?
Real busy day, but it was a team effort. And how about you?
Third checkup that your patient talked about her summer concert. How do you stay enthused?
You can't blame her. Those tickets were hard to come by. But her summer wasn't a cruel one. Huh?
Doctor,
next, how about you?
Doctor, it hurts when I do this.
Don't do that.
Hey, the internet says I'm sick. Am I?
I'd get a professional opinion on that.
Over here. Doc, donuts in the break room look like a hit.
Not bad. Definitely better than those bagels. Okay, we have time for one more. Next.
The staff looked focused today. What do you attribute that to?
Well, at Blessing, we're tasked with providing exceptional care, so every visit is like the big game for us. Okay, gotta run.
Welcome you back here on the Blessing Health System post-game show, where Central-Southeastern, a 43-37 winner over Pleasant Plains, in a heck of a contest here tonight in the 2A Sectional Championship. Blessing Health System has locations throughout the region to meet healthcare needs for your family. Walk-in and primary care, specialty care, and emergency medicine. Blessing Health System is here to serve you. Learn more at blessinghealth.org. And Charlie, as we see the Lady Panthers collect for the trophy picture here tonight, what a game. What a game on both sides. You think about the big play from the big leaders on this team in Carly Peters, Lance, and of course Lauren Miller, who finishes up with 20. But it was the little things here tonight, the hustle plays by players like Parker Krim, Agnes Ginnenbacher, some defensive stops by Claire Houston and more, and this really added up to a fantastic ball game and a big win here tonight for Central-Southeastern.
Well, it did, and you feel for Pleasant Plains as well because they were right in this thing the entire way. And then just kind of a lapse there at the end, just some confusion. Not everybody was sure how many timeouts there were left. And, to Pleasant Plains' credit, they were pleading that the official had indicated to them that they had one timeout left. Here's the thing about that, Brian. You're responsible for knowing that as the bench. The official can make a mistake there and you don't like it, but you have to know how many timeouts you have left. Plains thought they still had one left, and unfortunately at the end they did not. Huge in this game because Plains had the ball and in a single possession game at that moment.
Just an unfortunate turn of events if you're a Pleasant Plains fan here tonight, and it's not to discredit from the effort of the team tonight that was out on the floor. Anna Weber, just a sophomore, has had a fantastic 2 games here in the sectional tournament. Just a sophomore alongside with Grace Sabatka and Bailey Leach. Those 3 alone are going to be a big 3 for the next couple of years here for Pleasant Plains. And, of course, for Addie Frazee and Jillian Cameron, their careers end here after a fantastic couple of years for the team in white tonight in Pleasant Plains. Steve Luton getting the fun shots here tonight for WGEM Sports. He'll have those highlights coming up later for you tonight on Channel 10. And a great contingent of fans here tonight from Central-Southeastern as well, Charlie. And this team always travels. They support each other really well when it comes to these big postseason environments, and we've seen it follow suit here tonight.
A total team effort, Brian, for this squad as they win the Super Sectional and getting ready to cut down the nets here at the Beardstown High School Gymnasium. But you have to think about so many times in this contest, you heard the name of Parker Krim making little plays, going after a rebound, getting a loose ball, getting a deflection. Did so many things well that might not necessarily show up on your Channel 10 highlights tonight, but she was a huge difference maker in this game for the Central-Southeastern Panthers. And here on the Blessing Health System postgame show, Jack's got a look at some final stats.
We were tied at 2-10 and 18 in this ball game. Key component, Pleasant Plains turned the ball over 20 times. Camp Point Central 9 on the night. Ginnenbacher the only player to foul out. It was 10-8 after one quarter, 22-20 Plains at halftime. They trailed in the third quarter for the first time at the stop, 32-29, 43-37 at the end. Plains shot a couple of quick shots in that last couple of minutes, kind of made a difference. Plains on the night, 15 of 33, 45%, 2 of 8 from the arc, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Anna Weber, the sophomore, with 18 points and 9 boards and a blocked shot. Grace Sabaka had 4 points on the evening with 2 rebounds. Bailey Leach with 5 points on the night, 2 boards. Also, Jillian, let's go to Jada Leach with 2 points and 2 boards. Addie Frazier had 6 points on the night.
Watching the Blessing Health System postgame show as Central-Southeastern celebrates a sectional championship. They'll head to Vandalia coming up here on Monday. Charlie,
let's get the Central scoreboards in.
I'm sorry. We've got to get the Central guys in here. Sorry about that, fellas.
15 of 50 for the Panthers. So they shot the ball 50 times versus 33 times for Plains. Just 3 of 16 from the arc, 18.7%. They were 10 of 17 from the free throw line, 58%. Lauren Miller with 21 points in the night, 12 from Carly Peters, each one of them with 5 rebounds. Claire Houston had 2 points in the night. Parker Krim with 4 points, but 7 offensive boards. Brylan Lance had 4 points on the night. She added 2 offensive and a defensive board. And then there was Agnes Ginnenbacher, no points, but 3 offensive boards. So 3, 5, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 offensive boards for the Panthers. And Krim came in and was the spark plug that made it happen.
Well, you talk about 16 second chance opportunities, and then Plains had 20 turnovers. You think about giving a team as good as Central-Southeastern 30-plus extra opportunities, and this game being only a 6-point game, nothing to be ashamed of if you're Pleasant Plains, but a lot of things you're going to go back and think about, what if we had just done X, Y, and Z? Plains is so close to being on top in one of these sectional games in the last couple of years, and they just can't get it done near the end.
These teams were so evenly matched here tonight, Charlie, and we felt the same way coming out of Tuesday's semifinals, that these were the two best teams we had available of the four. That's nothing to take away from Gillespie or Staunton, of course, but these were the two best teams in the pool that we had here tonight, and they really, really lived up to that billing here. But like you said, to get all of those extra opportunities, to still stay so close, a testament to what this team is able to put together. And again, Charlie, a lot of it's done with younger klassmen. And they didn't get a lot of substitutions in here tonight. You saw Jada Leach come in, but really no one else on this roster stepped on the floor for Pleasant Plains tonight. But still a lot to go in the bright future of the Pleasant Plains Lady Cardinals. But tonight, now all about the Central-Southeastern Lady Panthers. And we'll see if we can get Matt Long here, Charlie, if you want to have a quick chat with him. We'll take a quick 30-second break. We'll get Coach Matt Long set up here. We're watching the Blessing Health System postgame show where Central-Southeastern celebrating a sectional championship. Don't go anywhere. We're right back on Central Illinois Sports.
Before the TAVR, I was very active, worked out at the Croc Center. I would say less than a week. Well, of course, Amy tells me I couldn't do squats. She even wrote it in my discharge paper. Great big, Sandy, no squats. So I did a couple.
Oh my word.
Don't tell her.
I knew she was going to, but I have the best job in the world to get to work with these patients.
So many flavors of dew. I am thirsty. I must get the dew.
Cut! He's hypnotized again!
Do the dew.
Welcome back to the Blessing Health System post-game show. Glad to be joined by CSE head coach Matt Long. And coach, a contest that you knew how good this Pleasant Plains program was. You have a lot of respect for the program, the type of team that TJ Frazee puts out there every year. You knew you were in for a dogfight when you came in to start this night.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be a war. I mean, we've never hooked up in 15 years where it wasn't an absolute war. We didn't expect anything less than that tonight.
A game that you turned them over 20 times and you got 16 offensive rebounds, and even though maybe it wasn't one of your hottest shooting nights in the contest, you give your team that many more opportunities than your opponent, you like your chances.
Yeah, we did. We talked about that at halftime. We told them the only difference between us having leading them is they hit shots, and we didn't hit shots early, but we told them to stay with it, be who we are. And, you know, when the opportunity arises, step up and have courage and be a hero. And we had some kids that were definitely heroes tonight. I mean, Parker Krim played a hell of a game. I mean, for a senior to come off the bench tonight, have as many offensive rebounds as she did, and the 4 points she got were at critical moments. I mean, what an effort. I mean, I'm so happy for her, and she deserves it.
I think that's been a big theme for your team all season long. You know, you hear a lot about Lance and Miller, and they deserve every accolade that they get, but this is a team that, while you go maybe 7 or 8 deep some nights, everybody contributes and everybody knows their role.
Yeah, they do, and that's what's special about these kids. You know, they know it's about us and us as a group, us as a community, us as a district, and all they want to do is win. You know, we talked to the Peters girl at halftime, and she was struggling. I don't think she hit a shot the first half, and we just told her, kid, we're coming to you. And our first 3 specials second half were 3 balls for her. She missed the first 2, and then she hooked up. We called timeout and said, we're coming at you again, and she knocked it down. So, I mean, Lauren was Lauren, and, of course, Bryland's our leader. I mean, she's a tough kid, and a lot of people don't know it. But, you know, honestly, with her knee, I don't even think she should probably be on the floor.
Well, and, you know, Plains kind of had an interesting concept in this one. Defensively, they were kind of denying her the ball when a lot of your offense starts with Lance. So that took a little bit for your team to adjust to early on.
Yeah, it did, and we knew they might do that. We seen 10 the other night and a couple other games where she tried to take away, you know, their point guards, and we told Peters to be ready. And halftime we talked about moving Bryland off the point a little bit and putting Carly there, and Bryland said, no, I'll find a way to get the ball and get us in her offense. And, you know, trust that kid with 100%. I mean, she's one of the best leaders and one of the best strongest competitors I've ever coached in my life.
You've had so many good players over the years and these 600-plus victories now while you've been on the sideline, but Lauren Miller's one of those special players.
Yeah, she's special. You know, she can hurt you in a lot of different ways. She had some huge defensive rebounds for us coming down the stretch, and I really thought Lauren tonight, she was patient and she didn't force it. I think in the first half, maybe one time early, she forced a shot. She looked at me, nodded, she knew it, and I just told her, I told Lauren, you go be you.
I don't know how exactly you travel from Augusta or Camp Point to Vandalia, but I'm going to guess it's a little bit of a bus trip, but it's one of those that you're looking forward to next week.
Well, bus trip or plane trip, I don't know. I think maybe the IHSA is going to give us a little funding to get some tickets to get down there, and maybe Dot Foods will put us on their Learjet and make 2 or 3 trips and get us there.
But an opportunity for this team who had some postseason experience last year to try to take that next step now.
Yeah, it is, and we talked about it all year long, We have a saying, you decide when you want the speech. You decide when you want me to give that goodbye speech. It's our choice, and it's just really nice. I am so happy to spend 3 or 4 more days with this group of kids. I mean, they're special.
Coach, I think we're delaying you cutting down the net for your team, so we'll let you go. Congratulations on the victory. Good luck Monday night.
All right, thank you. Appreciate you guys.
That is Matt Long, the head coach of the Central-Southeastern Lady Panthers, as they win this one, move to 29-2 on the season. And, Brian, we don't want to delay that net getting taken down. And, Matt Long has cut down a few nets in his day.
He has, definitely cut down a few here, as we've told you guys before in the pregame show. This is a team that has some sectional championships in their trophy case. Back-to-back state appearances in 2016-17. Before that, 2007, a sectional title from 1988. And now they add one here, Charlie, in 2024, as we get to see Matt Long slowly make his way to the ladder here. And
Brian, I want to interject this. Don't forget, folks, that 7 years ago, Matt Long fought for his life with cancer, and now Jenny Hetzler, who's Carly Peters' mom, is fighting for her life. These kids in this community rally around people, and that's what makes them a little bit special. And they do the hard grunt work. And I interviewed Matt Long a few years ago in football, and I said, how do you coach these girls? He said, I don't coach girls, I coach athletes. And he had a bunch of athletes out there again tonight.
Tremendous job again by Pleasant Plains as well, Brian. That's a team that has, a lot of bright future ahead of them. And, we're so close again in this game. And you start talking about the pieces they have to start building on for next season. And TJ Frazie's team's right back in the mix.
Yeah, it's hard to discount them out, especially coming back next year with a big 3 like that. And when we talk about a big 3, it's an inside-out combo. It's not like it's all 3 guards. It's not like it's all 3 forwards. And you've got kind of a swing player in Weber who can go inside and out. And they're definitely going to be something to reckon with here over the next couple of years. But tonight it's the team in blue, as Central-Southeastern will head to the Super Sectional coming up on Monday in Vandalia.
Brian, time to name our player of the game here.
Oh, yeah. Player of the game brought to you tonight by Edward Jones financial advisor Derek Harris.
Financial investments, they're important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this, and that's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. And I know Miller had a big game offensively, and I know Peters did a great job offensively, but Parker Krim's the difference maker, I think, Brian, in this game, and the player of the game.
When we talk about those difference makers in both of these semifinals, Charlie, you talk about the play of Agnes Genenbacher on Tuesday night, being able to make some big defensive stops, the way Claire Houston was able to contribute on the defensive side, and the play of Parker Krim over 2 semifinals here. We said her name a lot. We didn't say her name about scoring quite often, but always getting a hand in the passing lane, always finding a way to fight for a rebound when their team needed it the most. And, of course, those 4 big points when all the momentum really kind of felt like it was starting to shift the way of Pleasant Plains, and that kind of helped keep things at bay for Central-Southeastern. And, of course, the big names at the end of the night kick things up and get their team to the win.
Central advances to the Vandalia Super Sectional on Monday evening at 7 o'clock. We believe that game will be broadcast on the NFHS network. And you never know, Brian, it might even be you and I. We don't know that for sure yet. Hopefully it'll be on the NFHS network, and maybe, if it's not, if there's some sort of technical difficulty, maybe we'll just have it, here live on Central Illinois Sports. But follow along on Twitter. I know it's X now, but nobody's really calling it that. And also our Facebook page for all the details.
Do you think Matt Long will get us a couple of seats on the Learjet?
Well, I hope so, because I've been to Vandalia. It is a haul, and I didn't start in Augusta. when I made my trip there. So I don't know what the geography looks like in that one, but it's a long way. But I'm sure this Central-Southeastern, these ladies are excited to make that trip on Monday night.
Put us up in business class. We'll be happy to bring the game to you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to step away for the evening. We thank you so very much for the wonderful crowd we had here tonight on Central Illinois Sports. Congratulations to Central-Southeastern, and congratulations as well to Pleasant Plains on a heck of a season. Central-Southeastern advances to the Vandalia Super Sectional, just one step away from the big show in the state finals. For my good friends, Charlie and Jack Hall and Brian Shoemaker, bidding you farewell from Beardstown, this has been a Central Illinois Sports production.